Now, I got a little bit of money filling my pockets. Roll around like I run and shit. I got a system filled up with toxins. I've been broken hearted, now it's fuck that bitch. Getting how to deal with my problems. Fucking bitches getting drunk and shit, but these bitches getting obnoxious. Ain't nothing to me though, I love this shit. Go long days, longer nights. Talk too much, the wrong advice. All the lights that call my life. Doctor, will you help me? Get me healthy, keep it low as we're healthy.
And here we are, episode 44 ish.
So.
Mainly
Like
Stupid at Foulfly, at HughMac87, at Mainly Stupid for everything else. And if you're watching along, you're getting a delectable invite of fucking Uncrustables just getting jammed down the gullet.
It was either Uncrustables or have Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday.
I mean,
which is,
I'm having Margarita Wednesday, so I would have gone with tacos. Instead, I made margaritas, and then the wife made pesto chicken, which just completely fucked my whole day. So here we are.
well, that doesn't make any sense.
No, really doesn't. But,
But
you
we're
know,
not here to make sense, are we?
No. We make dollars, not cents.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, nice little Wednesday here. Haven't had any rain. No, it rained this morning. Never mind. I was gonna say
Fucking poured last night.
Yeah, the little bit of a rainstorm that rolled through was a bit of a monsoons.
Yeah, that was brutal. Oh, hold on.
I like to hear myself twice. I sound so good. I like to hear myself twice.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I had a thought yesterday. Bless you.
I played landscaper today.
Oh, you played Mexican?
Yeah, did not take any allergy pills before it, nor yesterday. So there's gonna be a lot more of that today. Dude, I am still raccoon as a motherfucker, aren't I? Jesus. It does does not look good. I mean, it looks great, but
it's so today at work, Mandy met Tessa.
that's a night.
Yeah.
Okay.
She came in, and I was busy ringing somebody up or doing something, and I saw her up at the front counter, and so unbeknownst to me, she says to Mandy, "Is Huey working?"
Oh,
but of course, there's a good looking blonde asking,
asking for her hubby,
So she comes back down to the counter and she says hi. I said hi to Hazel or whatever. I'm like, that's my wife up front. She's like, oh my God, I'm such a jerk. I'm like, why? You didn't know? So they went up and she introduced herself. Then I went up front later on. I was like, that was my friend John's wife. And she goes, that's why she asked if Huey was here. That was funny.
I mean, I went down there I went down I think it was Monday. Took all the kids to fucking ice cream.
She was buying a gallon of poison ivy killer.
Yeah.
She's like, we have an amazing amount of poison ivy, and she's like, I've been pulling it by hand. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm. They're fucking crazy. They've got such a poison ivy problem at that property. It's unreal, like unbelievable.
So she bought some serious stuff.
Does it work?
Yeah. It'll get a good bunch of it, but then she'll have to reapply it.
Oh, they're gonna have to reapply. Like, dude, it's literally a forest of poison ivy over there. It's unbelievable. Like, I would fucking just get a fucking torch and just go for it. My fucking crazy ass neighbors are here. I don't know.
Yes, neighbors.
Yeah, they came to see the new chickens, which developing story. Got new chickens. Also, developing story. I have a steak out tonight. Apparently. So we've lost a couple chickens due to old age or they just die or whatever the fuck's wrong with them. And somebody texted me today. He's like, oh, 2 more chickens are dead. And I'm like, okay. Like, whatever, like old age or whatever. And she's like, no, they're ripped apart. And I'm like, that's not a dead chicken. That's a killed chicken. Like,
Yeah.
there's a differentiation of when you're communicating via text message and you don't include the fact that they were fucking just beheaded in the fucking chicken coop area.
Yeah.
Like, you got to kind of like, you know, use some describing words that aren't like, oh, the chicken's dead versus the chicken was murdered. So got the trap out, got some chicken in it, got some marshmallows in it. I really think it's a coon because they're not eating the fucking thing. So, and I'm just going to sit out on the back deck with the spotlight that I use for spotting buoys and moorings. And sit there with that thing and 22 or 223 tonight.
Nice.
And then if something gets trapped when I decide it's time for bed, I will discard that creature in the morning.
There you go. Where'd you get the chickens?
The supply of tractors.
Oh, yes.
They're back. They have a round 2 of chick days, which I didn't know.
Because I didn't know that either.
Normally it's an April thing, April, May-ish. But no, they did a round 2. So we were there and I was like, well, we might as well fucking get some because we've lost now I think we've lost 7 chickens in the past 2 weeks.
Very nice. Well, not nice, but
They're cute. I don't mind chickens. Like, realistically, they are not hard to take care of. And anyone that like complains about them, like once you get like, so I've got to figure out where the perpetrator's getting into the coop at this point.
yeah.
And then maybe reinforce it a little bit, or I just kill it. And then we don't worry about it. But it's been 2 years since we've had anything get in and get chickens anyways. So it's like, I don't know. Not the worst thing that's happened.
For sure.
But let's see here. Local news. Oh, nice little local tidbit. Current police chief of my town is on administrative leave.
Yeah, I saw that.
For
wonder what he did.
For an HR matter.
Yeah, somebody getting a little handsy.
There's no telling nowadays. He could have fucking used a describing word wrong. He could have called someone he could have misgendered somebody, and fucking here we are in HR space. It's not like it's cut and dry like it used to be, and that's the thing that drives me nuts. But it was kind of fucked up when the town the town manager comes out and is like, oh yeah, it's an HR problem and we're the employer. And it's like, yeah, that's why we want to know what the fuck's wrong, dude. Like,
yeah.
Either it's a problem and they never said how long he's going to be out. It wasn't like, he made a boo-boo. It's going to be 14 days or a month or 2 months.
Yeah, I guess.
Just be upfront. Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, is it because he doesn't want to get the vaccine or something? I don't know. That was my first thought.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too.
Was that either he didn't want to get the vaccine or he was threatening to fire someone that didn't get the vaccine on the force or something vaccine related is really where.
I bet you that's it. Something to do with that.
And I'd be more inclined to say it's probably someone on the force that said, I'm not getting it. And he said, well, I don't really give a fuck. See you later. And now they're in a fucking issue because probably the fucking police union is up in arms over it. That's my bet. But
yeah, I'd have to agree with that or side with that.
Apparently we're headed back into lockdown. Kiss my fucking red ass. I will never. No.
I don't understand how they're not gonna be able to enforce it this time. I mean, are they locking things down or are they just recommending masks?
They've recommended masks, but my question is there's really no data to back up the masks worked in the first place, but
yeah.
I
think they're just grasping at the straws.
Because
the vaccines were working, but now that there's a new variant,
we don't know if they are, but they are working. See, that's the problem is you have all this news coming out that, this is all because of the unvaccinated. Well, all right, fucking round them up and shoot them. I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Are you going to force people to do this? No, because we live in a alleged free country and you can't force people to do the vaccines. So what's your options? You're going to tell everyone that's not you're going to have to fucking carry a card. Okay. Everyone's going to carry a card then. Like, it's not going to work.
Yeah. And you can't tell people that they should get vaccinated when they're making people that are vaccinated have to wear masks. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I got the bullshit vaccine. And if you're telling me it ain't good enough, well, fucking you probably should have maybe tried a little harder. And now what do you do for all the people that didn't want to get the vaccine in the first place? And they're like, well, so you're telling people that are already vaccinated that it doesn't work? So why the fuck
I don't
would
think they're saying that it doesn't work. I think they're just saying that you can carry this variant.
Right. And you can still get sick. It's just most likely not going to kill you.
Yeah.
But then again, you can still transmit it, but we're not sure if you can transmit it. So
all I know is that there isn't a mandate for the mask thing. It's recommended. And
yeah. That's like the fucking lumber store in town. They say masks appreciated.
Yeah.
Right, that's great. You can appreciate them all you want. They can lick my balls. I'm done wearing masks.
Yep. And I think a lot of people will be. I think because it is what it is.
Well, don't sit here and push this whole vaccine and then tell me that I still have to wear a mask. I mean, it's exactly why I was not on the fucking right at the first line to fucking get the vaccine when we were eligible, which was like the last people in the fucking country because we're young and we're not supposed to be susceptible and we're not, the majority of young people are fine from getting sick. But when we initially signed up for the vaccine, it was like, well, if you're still telling me I have to wear a mask, then fuck off. I'm not going to get it. Like, I need incentive. And now if you're going to sit here and say, oh, well, you've got to wear a mask. No, fuck off. We already played this fucking song and dance once.
I think they're going to have trouble with even people that were for the mask rule in the first place.
Nah, I don't know. There's still plenty of those little fucking. Now we'll do whatever.
Yeah.
We beat fucking COVID. You changed your fucking reporting metrics. Now it's catching up to you. Fuck off. Sorry. Anyways, let's stop talking about that bullshit.
So the one thing I put in the notes this week, and the reason I did it was I noticed on the local news website that it said, talking about the Miss Hampton Beach pageant.
Yes.
Like a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
In such a woke society, you'd think that would be like the first thing.
Well, they tried to, right? They tried to kill Miss America.
Did they?
Yeah, and that was mainly because Donald Trump was a huge supporter of it, which is not a great look, anyways. But
I think him supporting anything is just a kiss of death at this point.
Yeah, they've been real quiet. Probably not a bad idea.
If he had just been a little more quiet when he was in office,
can you imagine? If Twitter wasn't a thing when he was in office?
Gas would still be $1.90.
No. You understand it's the COVID thing, and things are not good, and we got gas prices got to go up. You know what's fucked up?
Sorry, just real quick. Your mom just made a good point. Don't forget Would You Rathers.
Oh, I got them. Yep. I did. I even put more in there today. There's going to be a long segment. I got to update these before. Yeah, I don't. Well, so sort of on the same vein of beauty pageants, like the whole gymnastics thing with Simone Biles, where she basically stepped away and said, "Look, I don't got it right now. Like, I'm off my game. My head's not in it, and quite frankly, the judges are rooting against me because I'm the best." And people are telling me that I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing because it's pushing other people to do unsafe things. It's like, well, if I can do it, is it unsafe for someone else? Like, no. We're competing to see who's the fucking best. Did I do something better than everyone else? Yes. Okay. Fuck you. I'm the best. Eat a dick. But I don't know. A lot of people are saying like, oh, well, she quit on her team. And it's like, well, not really. Like,
yeah. I think she took her mental health over a competition.
Right. And I mean, what does she get? I mean, does she make a lot of money off of it? Probably. But do you think
with endorsements and stuff.
Right. But do you think NBC makes way more money off of her than she makes?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. So when a lot of critics came out and were like, oh, I can't believe it, she's stepping down and all this. And it's like, well, where did you have your money? Like, were you banking on fucking Team USA winning gold and you selling fucking ads of them and then, making all these billions of dollars? Huh. Yeah. That's weird.
And which, basically she wasn't saying fuck you to her team. She was saying, fuck you, NBC. My mental health is more important than your $1 billion commercial campaign.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But also, she was also like, if I fuck up, I can literally come close to fucking ending my own life.
Yeah, paralyze yourself.
Yeah. So I'm not, if I don't have 100% confidence that I could do something like that, would you go do it? No. Like, do you have 100% confidence you could drive fucking 190 miles an hour tomorrow? Well, no, I don't actually. So you gonna do it? Nope, not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they still came in second, fucking second best in the world in fucking gymnastics. Fuck off.
All right. And then the other thing that I commend her on was like her not retiring.
Yeah. Did you hear why?
Yeah. Like that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, if I retire right now before these games, then the U.S. Olympic Committee will change nothing, and the same shit will happen to the next group of girls, and it's been happening forever.
Yep.
And it's like,
yeah,
ain't that some shit? How about a little accountability? Little Michigan State, Joe Paterno, Penn State.
So good on her for standing up for kind of
what she believes in. Yeah. Well, and not only what she believes in, but like the history of her sport. It's like, all right, we don't want to have the history just be girls get sexually abused in the Olympics. Like, not a great look.
No.
Now, on the other hand, did you see that watch party that I forget her fucking name? She was the swimmer, and she's from Alaska. It's the first Alaskan swimming medal. Alaska only has one Olympic-sized pool in the entire fucking state,
Really?
and this chick's from there. She won gold, and they had a watch party at her high school, and it was like the entire town was there. Went fucking bananas, dude. It was so dope.
That's
Like
awesome.
so awesome to see. And I'm like, and like there's a couple of people that I follow on like Twitter and shit. They were like, that is the reason we have the Olympics. It's like 1,000%. Just someone like a hometown girl, 17. She's going to the University of Texas next year. 17 years old in the Olympics on the world's biggest stage, wins gold. Like that's why we're here.
Yep. And there's a chick from Sanford tonight running in track.
Yeah, what distance do you? She's a long distance runner, isn't she?
Yeah,
she's not a sprinter.
There was a Dover medal. Chick from Dover won silver medal in diving.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. I forget her name. But
You remember there was another Olympian, and it's actually who the pool is named after in Dover.
Jenny Thompson.
Jenny Thompson. That's right. She was a swimmer though.
Yeah.
It's crazy though, like a local hero like that, what they can do for the community to bring in like support for that sport.
Yep. That's cool.
I love the fucking Olympics. I will literally just put on whatever. Like I watched table tennis for like an hour last night. I have no idea why.
What were we watching on Sunday? Skateboarding?
Yeah. Which I found out more rules because I then rewatched it. Because, I mean, fuck it. The Olympics are on. I do love the Olympics. I just love being able to put on sports and just sit back and just not give a fuck. I mean, it is what it is. And here we go.
I like the Winter Olympics. I'll watch those.
I don't know. There's some Winter Olympics that I'm just like, I just don't give a fuck about. Like cross-country skiing.
Yeah, I don't care about that, but I like bobsled and the skeleton and the luge.
Yeah, those are all solid events.
And curling.
I don't know about curling anymore. I'm kind of out on it. I do love the hockey.
Yeah.
And ski. I love ski racing. I'll watch ski racing every winter.
Yeah. What else?
It's weird to me that we have basketball in the Summer Olympics, though. It's a winter sport.
I agree with that. Same thing with wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, although wrestling is a winter sport in New England, wrestling in like the Midwest is an all year round sport.
Well, you could literally make that argument for any fucking sport in the world right now.
That's true.
Depends on how dedicated you are and where you live. Like golf is a summer sport in New England. It's a all year round. It's actually a winter sport in Florida because in the summer it's too fucking hot to play golf.
Yep.
Which golf in the Olympics is dope. I'm a big fan of that.
Is it in the Olympics?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Colin Morikawa's there. Justin Thomas. What I didn't realize, did you know South Korea has military requirements for their citizens.
Yeah.
So you have up until I think you have to serve 2 or 4 years, 2 years. 2 years in the military. But if you win a gold medal for your country, you get out of that.
Really?
Yeah. Which is pretty dope. I mean, that's like because you bring honor on the country if you win a gold medal and you don't have to do your service. So like there's two golfers right now that are, because I guess there's been two other huge golfers from South Korea that were doing awesome, and then they had to fulfill their commitment. So they went in, did their 2 years, came out, and they've been trash golfers ever since. Like they lost it.
Really?
So like there's these two golfers that they're like, yeah, they are trying their ass off to win gold. And like they've got this year and maybe the next Olympics to try and do it. I was like, I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Like if you're from South Korea and you just know you can, if you're the best at something, you don't have to go into the military.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if everyone in America had to go through fucking 2 years?
Ooh.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of countries that require that.
Yeah, like Israel, Switzerland. Actually, I don't know if there's more countries that do require that don't, but I'm willing to bet it's pretty high.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily a bad thing.
I don't think it is.
Cleans up the, imagine like the U.S. did it. Oh, you want to get your college paid for?
Yeah. Stay in for 4. Yeah, you do 2 years, you can go to 2 years of school for free. If you decide to do 4 years, hey, we'll give you 4 years of college for free. That should be the way to do it.
Right.
Then we solve that problem of college being too expensive. I mean, especially at a time right now, I don't think we're technically at war with anybody. Are we?
We're always at war with somebody. We're the United States.
No, but I mean like an actual, like...
No, I don't think there's an actual war going on.
We basically told Afghanistan, good luck, fuckers. We out.
Yeah. Yeah, half of them didn't even know, like...
It was happening.
Yeah.
They woke up and it's like, oh, where did all the planes go? Oh, yeah. oh, they took them? Oh, fuck.
Did they leave the keys to any of this stuff? Yeah. How's fishing been this week?
Did a little bass and sun fishing today.
Nice.
Fished on Monday. Caught a couple of stripers on Monday. Didn't fish yesterday or today. Well, I didn't striper fish today. Yesterday, I was gonna go fishing today, but my youngest decided she didn't want to go on the boat. She just wanted to go fish from land. So that's what we did. It was good. Pack a fucking lunchbox full of snacks. Say, here you go. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get out again. I should have gone out last Sunday. But...
No, you shouldn't have. That was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever done. Like, and it was actually fine. Like, we got up and like we were fishing. I for some fucking reason can't catch a fish on a fly right now. Like, I don't know what the fuck my problem is. Although those ones I tied up last night are fucking delicious looking. I actually really like those fucking the modified guitar minnow.
Let's give it a shot this weekend.
Well, I got family rolling into town on Friday. And I don't know how long they're staying. Allegedly only till Sunday, but I don't think that's gonna. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Text my wife, see if she'll fucking bring me the fucking Can just bring tequila and marg mix. I'm dry right now.
I'm gonna go try a little fly fishing from shore tomorrow morning before work.
Where are you going?
Wells Jetty.
Oh, yeah.
Give that a shot. Just get up early. High tide's at like 4. A little before.
What am I doing tomorrow? Maybe I'll go tomorrow. I don't know. I got too much shit going on right now. Busy, man. Fucking on vacation. It's like I'm busier than I normally am. We got family coming to town. That's why I had to do all my duties today. Mowed, weed whacked, leaf blew everything away. Then went back and did all the treatment, which I got to come pick up some more of that stuff. Finally went through it all, which it lasted quite a fucking long time. So I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how it's worked out.
Yeah, for sure.
That little mosquito system thing is, I might just have to do a review on it and post it on like our regular page or whatever. Yeah. Since
we could just get off this winter.
Maybe like early fall.
Yeah.
Like maybe like let's plan like 2 episodes, 2 in September. I'm fucked for October, so I mean, if you want to come up with something, and we can do like, I would shoot for like 1 to 2 a month of like an actual like rundown. Like we could do like snowblower maintenance. We could do end of the year mower maintenance, end of the year equipment maintenance. What you want to do. It would also force me to like, I don't know. I actually did put that air filter and pre-filter on my mower today. Felt pretty good.
Also, I've got some new equipment coming down the pipeline. We may be able to like sneak in a review of that.
Yeah. I almost. So Easy Go or no? What is it? What's the big electric company? Is it Easy Go? Ego. They have a ride-on battery powered mower.
Yeah, we got one in the shop right now. It's a piece of shit.
Are they? Fuck. Because it's a 0 turn, and I was like, I mean,
they also make, I forget what the other company is, like Mean Green or something like that, and they use the same batteries that Tesla uses. They're actually Tesla batteries.
Yeah.
They're like $20,000 for the mower.
Holy
and the charger. Fuck. But those are like the real deal.
Well, yeah, the real deal doesn't need to cost me. I don't need to spend $20,000. I'm not spending $20,000 on a mower before I own a Tesla.
Or a contender.
Yeah. And a contender, for fuck's sakes. I actually really like, as big of a gearhead and shit, like love, I don't like battery powered stuff. I actually don't hate the idea of battery powered cars.
Neither do I.
Especially for, honestly, if you use the superchargers, like, do you know how cheap those are? It's like under $10 to charge.
Oh, really?
For each time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well,
and it's only going to get more and more prominent. Like, I've done some research on the F-150.
Yeah.
The Lightning.
I don't like the fact that the Mustang is a 4-door because they made it electric. That's stupid.
See, I don't like that. But I like the truck.
Yeah. I like the Cybertruck. I actually really do like Tesla Cybertruck.
One of my customers is buying one.
I mean, the pre-order on them was only like $500.
Yeah, he pre-ordered it. He's pretty sure he's going to do it when it comes in. They're only like $50,000. They're not much more. They're not stupid money.
Oh, the girl from Sanford runs the 5,000 meter. 5,000 fucking meters. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to drive that. Yeah, George, the Cyber Jeep.
I
Yeah,
knew he was going to say that.
yeah. Speaking of, your fucking Jeep has a weird squeak if it's fucking geared too low.
So Mike, my boss, you should talk to him about it for your father. He just bought this thing for his Jeep that it's called a Hike It. It's a pedal commander. It changes the voltage of the frequency from the throttle or from the pedal to the throttle body.
Yeah.
And he says it's like in Barbara Street, it's made a huge difference.
Really?
Yeah. And he bought it on Amazon it's called Hike It. And he bought it on Amazon for $190. And it's plug and play. And it's like the power is completely different. His gas mileage has got better. It doesn't it was a dog before with the 35s on it.
Yeah.
Fine now. Wishes he had done it with the 32s that were on it before.
Yeah. I don't mind driving the Jeep. I've been fucking ripping the Jeep. Actually, just passed 80,000 miles in it.
I'd like to try to drive a stair. Next time I'm over, I gotta see if I can take it for a rip because I haven't driven a stair in such a long time. I want to see if the new hip can do it.
See how the new hip fucking operates.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the soft top though. It fucking drives me nuts.
Yeah, I don't like those.
It fucking kills me.
So Mike has the hard top, and he was just looking into because that has the 2-piece front that you can take off.
Yeah.
For over the driver and the passenger seat, and they make a bolt-in soft top that just flips back, so you can open it up and not have to deal with the hard top. And it's $1,000 just for that panel to bolt into the front.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
No. See, I would do exactly what I did when I had my other Jeep, which was had the hard top, and then I literally just had a bikini top that covered the driver and passenger. If you're in the back seat, fuck you. Sorry, sucks to be you. And I think
Andy's father, back when he had his Jeep, he would just take the top off all the time. He had waterproof seat covers.
Yeah.
And would pull the plugs in the floor. Just let it rain.
Dude, I honestly, I pulled the plugs in my Jeep the day that I found out that it had plugs in the Jeep when the rainwater was up over the transmission hump. And that's when I discovered that they do have plugs in the floor. And I pulled them. I left them out. I never put them back in. That Jeep never saw plugs ever again because I don't really give a fuck. And I might as well let all the water, drain out. But I mean, it was, huh?
Who are these two people on our live feed?
I don't know. Your silence is deafening on the matter.
Let's say I shoot my dog because he barks at night. Is that okay?
Sure. Fuck it. If it's your dog, I don't give a fuck.
Don't shoot my dog.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Sorry. All right, we're back. Why don't we just see how the fuck, what is going on here?
What'd they say now?
Nothing. Oh, what the fuck? I have no idea who that is.
Neither do I.
We're just going to ban them from the page. See you later. Deuces, bitch. Anyways.
What the fuck? This is getting...
That's not exactly nice, is it?
No. the hell is going on?
Not sure. Do. What a lovely day to have a live podcast.
How do we get rid of them?
I don't know. Do. I wonder what is. Ben.
Is this what fame does to us?
Could
Just
be.
get random people in our live.
This is what happens when we're so awesome. Anyways, fuck those two assholes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else is going on.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers' press conference today?
I heard a little bit about it. He
went full scorched earth and said, basically, everyone can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I appreciate. I really do.
Why did he do that?
Because I don't think he really gives a fuck. Like, would you?
I guess
Nothing he said was incorrect. I mean,
yeah.
A little slight bit of arrogance when he's like, ain't nobody coming to fucking Green Bay for vacation. They're coming here to play with me. Like, I mean,
yeah, that is pretty cool.
That's a little arrogant, but it's also kind of funny because it's true. Like, who else is really going to Green Bay for fun?
Yeah.
I don't know. That'll be an interesting shit show next year.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with them.
Here's your WTF fact of the day. Masturbation boosts your immune system. So, I mean, that's how we combat this Delta variant. Just start
jerking off.
Just start beating your meat.
Fair
and then
enough.
when someone says something, you just say, hey, I'm trying to boost my immune system here. Don't judge me. I don't judge you.
Yeah. Leave me. Get out of here.
Yeah. Give me 30 more seconds, please.
Yeah, right. Let me finish what I'm doing.
Oh, I got a delivery. Woohoo. Haha. Thank you.
Thank you, barmaid.
Yes. Thank you, barback. Look at that. Just 10 calories per serving.
Speaking of barbacks, how about that? How about the taps on Sunday?
Dude, what a shit show. Like,
oh, yeah, we're out of that. Oh, yeah, we're out of that, too.
There's never been, like, I have been there quite a few times, and every time has been something fucked up. I don't know about you, but
I haven't been there.
I haven't been there a lot. I mean, I haven't been there in over 2 years, probably.
Really?
The last time I was there, a certain someone was still working there from your past.
Oh,
yeah. I was like, oh, well, that's fun.
She still works there.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Oh. There was nobody else working there Sunday when we were there.
No.
It was the bartender and the other little dude. But yeah, to be a bar for a beer company, to be out of 4 or 5 of the taps that you have on tap from that beer company, sort of unacceptable.
Yeah. Especially like when you are like that bar is owned by the Shipyard Brewing Company.
Exactly. I mean, they have other idiots that run it, clearly.
Yeah.
But to have that to be called the Shipyard in terms of the Shipyard Brewery, and then to not have 5 of their beers on tap in the middle of summer. Sort
some
of
of them, and some of them, they had some, but apparently the person from the night before didn't do their job.
Well, there's that. Which, situations are situational, and that's why they're situations. But I would have to believe that they didn't exactly all run out and nobody checked. Like, yeah, I wasn't super impressed, and don't need to go back there anytime soon. That's for sure.
Uh-oh.
Are you frozen? What happened to you? Oh, Huey's frozen. Huey's frozen. Oh, he's back. He's back. Sheesh. Food wasn't bad, though.
No, it was all right.
The service was interesting.
Yeah, she wasn't the greatest.
No. But she did have the whole place to herself. That kind of sucks. Other times I've been there, there's been at least 2 bartenders.
Yeah.
So like one will help the other. And then there's waitresses for down below, but she was doing it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, being out of the beer that you're the flagship.
Yeah, it's not like they were out of Bud Light.
Right, exactly. I would be fine if you're out of someone else's shit. Like, hey, they didn't deliver or whatever. That's fine. But when it's like, oh, hey, do you have summer? Nope, we don't, actually.
You have the shipyard. Do you have Old Thumper?
Yeah.
Nope. Out of that.
Nope, out of that. Yep, that we just didn't make any of that.
Yeah.
Like, okay. All right, so I have a couple speeding things, or a couple driving notes that I put in here.
What do we got?
First of all, why does when someone does something stupid driving and you pass them and then you look over, why do they always look exactly as you expect them to look? Just a fucking meat whistle.
Yeah.
You're like, you are an idiot. And then you drive by and you're like, you look dumb. You truly look dumb. Like, congratulations. So that was one of my things. Then the other one was speeding in the slow lane. Slow lane driving is my new thing.
I do that all the time.
I will, but I'm talking like 85, 90 in the slow lane. Like, we are fucking humming through the slow lane. I don't fucking care anymore. Whatever. People fucking suck at driving, especially between here and Greenland. This is really where I do it the most. And then if you stop at a yellow light and you get rear-ended, it should be your fault.
I agree with that.
Nobody should stop at a yellow light. I would even venture to say within 2 seconds of a red light, you're good. That's a little more controversial, but at least if you stop at a yellow light, you have to know you're an asshole, right?
Yeah, yellow means speed up.
Yeah. And then, this was a new TV show. Flat Earthers Race to the Edge of the Earth for $100 million.
I like that idea.
I would love it. I mean, what are they going to do?
They're going to lose. And then that proves the fact that they're a bunch of idiots. So it'll only be one season.
Do you think they could stretch it to 2?
2 seasons?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. It's just probably a group of people that are dumb enough to not watch the first season and realize.
Or do you think that they look at the first season and they go, that's all made up. I could go on there and do it right. Like Alone in the Wilderness, but just with a flat earther.
Yeah.
There was someone that was like, "Oh, I work in microbiology, and my coworker doesn't want to get the vaccine or something." It's like, trust the science. And then someone else was like, "I work for an airline, and my coworker is a flat earther." I was like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, I think that's worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's flat earthers. That's a whole world I've never understood at all.
Yeah. Like, it legitimately is not flat.
It's not. It's been proven a couple times. I mean, whether you want to believe that the Earth is that we've gone to the space or not, I mean, hey, you're entitled to your opinions. You're fucking wrong, but I mean, you're entitled to it.
Exactly.
It is curious on why we haven't been back.
To the moon?
Yep.
I think within the next 10 years we're back.
Right, but we haven't gone since the 60s. So why the hiatus? And with all the UFO documentation coming out from the government,
yeah,
is that why?
Maybe. Yeah, because isn't some of that shit like from the 60s?
Uh-huh. Sure is. And so, I mean, some of it's from even sooner. Hold on real quick. Okay, we're back.
Oh, that was really fast.
Lighter shot of fluid.
Oh.
But yeah, I just I don't think it's an accident that we haven't been back. I'll just say that. But I think we did go.
Oh yeah, I think so. There's no doubt. I mean, they left stuff on the moon. And they proved that theory in Big Bang Theory.
The show, The Big Bang Theory. I love that show.
Oh, it's my favorite sitcom ever.
Ever?
No, not ever.
What's your top 5?
Seinfeld, number 1. Boy Meets World.
That is a classic.
Big Bang Theory. Home Improvement. Actually, sorry. Seinfeld, Home Improvement, Big Bang Theory, Boy Meets World, and what the fuck is another one?
The Newsroom.
No. King of Queens.
King of Queens is good.
Now, like I barely watch.
I don't watch
TV now.
Yeah, I will click on a fucking little. I actually really like the sitcom Mom.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And then
Last Man Standing is also pretty good with Tim
Last
Taylor.
Man Standing is good. I actually really like that. Tim Allen, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Tim Taylor. He's always Tim Taylor in my eyes.
You ever wonder if they, like there's a lot of actors that keep their first names and stuff. Is it because they don't have the mental capacity to be called anything else?
Could be.
Like, do you just have like a block? Like if I was to call you Steve.
Right. So I've been practicing my knots.
Yeah.
I've really worked on my double surgeon's knot. which got down pretty pat.
What's your favorite knot?
I think probably in fishing, the one I use the most is I call it a fisherman's knot, but it's also known as the clinch knot.
Just spin it.
Yeah, spin it and win it.
See, I do the improved.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that one.
For
I would say
line, you use a polymer knot.
Yeah.
There's another one for that too. Another name for that.
I would say my favorite knot though is the bowline.
Yeah. That's it's a super easy one. It's what I've always just because it's just an easy way to tie a loop and you bingo. But I'm trying to learn fishing knots.
Yeah.
For just to have them, you know what I mean?
Just to have in the old arsenal.
Yeah. Typically, with leaders, I normally use a tapered leader, but I think next year, especially if I start using a dry dropper more, which I'm going to, tying a little piece of tippet onto the end of my leader is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So if I break it off, I'm not breaking off a bunch of leader as well. Or if I just want to cut it off, I'm not breaking off a bunch of my leader.
Look up the nail knot.
Yeah, that's another one. That's my next one I'm going to learn.
Get the tool. It's so much easier.
I have the tool. I just need to use it. I've just got one. But knots are really easy and they're pretty simple for the most part. It's just repetition.
Yeah.
I spun up a bunch of those leaders for fly fishing for stripers.
Yeah.
Just to have them. So now I've got a bunch of loop leaders, straight 30-pound mullet now.
I mean, it works for sure. Yeah. Oh, and then the last thing, there's two things left in our notes. What if UFOs were just billionaires from other planets?
I saw that.
I mean, not out of the question. There's just really rich assholes that are like, watch this. Watch how much we can freak out these fucks.
And I wonder if when Bezos flew his giant dick into space or into almost space, if other planets were holy shit, is that a UFO?
Yeah. What the fuck is leaving Earth right now? Do you think there's other people watching us? They're like, oh, if you could go down some rabbit holes. If you really, I don't know if you've really been down the rabbit holes of all of the Egyptian buildings and the Mayan stuff.
A little bit, not much.
But you start looking into how precise their stonework was.
Yeah.
And then really understanding of how far they had to move stuff and by what technology they had to move it.
Yep.
And the size in which they were moving it so fast.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't no fucking way those assholes did this.
Yeah.
And then how you go from one piece, one major building to another area of the world, and it's the exact same build style.
Yeah.
But it's civilizations that could have never communicated.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I don't think we were alone in those buildings. And the fact that they're all on an exact straight line. But I mean,
and the fact that a lot of construction is based off of those same methods, whether people want to believe it or not.
Well, not only that, but you also have there is stonework that was done thousands of years ago that we can't replicate right now with modern machinery. We can't. With modern machinery, we cannot do what they did.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah. Crazy.
Now, is that just a case of we don't give a fuck anymore and they were smarter than we are? Or I don't know. How do you explain it? We'll never know. Would you rather? Would Hugh rather? Gotta get to him. All right. We got a lot. You want to start at the top or the bottom?
Top.
All right, we're starting at the top. Would Hugh rather be the driver or the passenger?
Depends on who I'm with.
Well, that's
You?
not a fuck.
If it's you driving, passenger. Who's one, I don't have a choice, and two, you're a better driver than I am. My wife, driver.
Me too. I don't want my wife to drive ever. Would you rather?
But if it's some random, like just anybody, I'd rather be the driver.
I hear that. Would you rather spend 3 years in prison or smoke crack once for $1 billion?
Smoke crack.
Okay, what about 3 days in prison?
Smoke crack.
All right.
I don't want to have to shower in front of a bunch of other people.
Would you rather eat poop that tastes like chocolate or eat chocolate that tastes like poop?
Either way, it's chocolate.
True. I would probably go for the first one just because it tastes better.
And honestly, does anybody actually know what shit tastes like?
I'm pretty sure there's probably some people that do.
I mean, the first motherfucker that drank milk's probably a little weird.
Very much so. Or that looked at what comes out of a chicken and said, I can eat that.
Yeah.
As long as the rooster didn't get there, yeah, we Gucci.
I would even eat it then.
Would you rather not acknowledge another human for 6 hours for 100,000 or another human for 24 hours for $1 million? I mean, fucking give me a week and give me a fucking $1 billion. Fuck off. Like,
I would do 24 hours for 100 grand.
I'd do 24 hours for 10 grand. Fuck it.
Right? I do 6 hours for 5 grand. I don't have to talk to somebody and
Oh, it just says not acknowledge. So like I ignore the shit out of people.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Here's one for you because you're not really on either of them, but you're aware of both. Would you rather browse TikTok or Twitter?
I think I'd probably rather browse TikTok.
Me too. 1,000%. And I wish they would get rid of their 3-minute videos. They now have 3-minute videos, and it really bothers me because my attention span is, I have found out, shorter than 3 minutes, because a 3-minute video and I'm already like, all right, well, fucking see you later. Bye.
Is it shorter than 3 minutes because of TikTok?
Probably. I mean, there's some videos that I will sit there and watch and just like want to be like involved in. Like I can sit there and watch Jim tie flies for an hour. No problem.
Where does he post these videos?
They have them on their YouTube, and if you just like go to their website, Eldridge Brothers Fly Shop, he's got a couple. There's not many. There's not as many as I would wish there were. Like for a local.
Jim's the old guy with the beard.
Yeah. Always chews.
I didn't know he chewed. The last time I was in there, I didn't get to talk to him because he was helping some yuppie.
Yeah, that'll happen there quite often.
He was doing a great job with it. He was selling him he was selling him the whole place. It was awesome. I just wanted to get I had 5 or 6 flies I wanted to buy. Yeah, or a half dozen flies in a fly box and a couple other things. And I'm just standing there and she's like, "Which rod should I get?" And he picks up some fucking Winston fucking 8 weight or 9 weight that's super nice, and she's like, "Okay, I'll buy that." And then he's showing her Ross reels or whatever, they're nice reels. And he was just selling to the farm.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that walk in there that don't have a fucking clue of what a budget is.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to uncomfortable questions for Hugh. Would Hugh rather bleed cum or cum blood?
I'd rather bleed cum.
Oh, 1,000%. It'd be weird to be shooting ropes of fucking red.
And if there's blood in your cum, consult your doctor.
Tain't good.
So I was watching this video on YouTube the other night, and it was these guys that were fly fishing in Montana, and I forget the name of the the floating that he was using on his dry flies, but it was something like Viagra.
Yeah,
it was this funny name, and he's like, and if your fly stays dry for more than 4 hours, make sure you consult your local fly shop right at the end of it.
Well played.
Yeah.
Love a good dick joke.
Oh, it's great.
Would you rather know your worst mistake you did or going to do in life, or your best thing you did or you're going to do in life?
Probably my worst, because then I know, all right, this is it. This is the worst.
And my only hope with that is that decision's already been made.
Same.
Because you're like, all right, well, the worst is over. I can't fuck up any worse.
Or if you do fuck up, you're like, well, I've done worse.
Yeah, exactly. I know I've done worse. So this one ain't going to be as bad.
Yeah. I think I'm sticking with that.
I don't want to know, because that would suck it'd be cool to know, if it's something in the future, now here's the thing. Would you like to know if you just were asked the question, or you could ask the question, has my best decision been made? Yes or no? Would you want that?
Yeah.
Or worst decision made? Yes or no? Which one would you pick?
I think I'd still go with the worst, honestly.
But I mean, then if you say no, or if you say, I want to know if my worst decision's been made, and the answer is no, then it's now you second guess literally every decision you make the rest of your life. Is this the worst decision I've ever made? And how stupid and how small could that decision be to make such a huge impact? So if the decision is you walk into a store and you're like, should I buy a scratcher? And you're like, nah, fuck it. Is that the worst decision you've ever made? Because you would have picked number fucking 14 and you would have won fucking $2 million. Or is it you picked to fucking turn left and you fucking killed a school bus full of children? Who knows?
That's fucking deep.
I mean,
next question.
All
right. Get out of that rabbit hole.
Would you rather become a mermaid every time you touch water, or a werewolf each time there's a full moon?
Mermaid.
I'm going werewolf.
You already pretty much are a werewolf.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
You're bearded.
Yeah,
You're hairy.
I'm pretty hairy.
My chest hair started to turn white.
Oh, that's good. Good for you.
It's not good at all.
Yeah, it is. It looks lighter, and you don't look as hairy.
I'm gonna literally look like a silverback gorilla, an albino gorilla.
An albino silverback gorilla at the age of 33. Whoops. All right. Would you rather have a cock-sized legs or leg-sized cocks? Let's get back to the hard-hitting questions.
Leg-size cock.
Yeah. The old kickstand.
Yeah.
The old kickstand is undefeated. Oops. I don't know what I do. There we go. All right. That was self-explanatory.
I'd be pretty short if I went the other way. Almost quadriplegic.
All right. You die and you're presented with 3 buttons: spectate, restart, or next level. Which one do you choose?
I think I'd hit restart.
I would hit next level.
So?
Let's go. We crushed this one. Fuck it. Here we go. We're on to the next.
I just changed. I love my life, but I would have done things differently. In some aspects. I think
there's always things you look back on and you go, I probably shouldn't have done that. Like, I probably shouldn't have dropped like 10 G's in a fucking buck hunter. But where will we be? Like, there's things like I think about, like, what small decision, like exactly like what I was saying about like that, question before, where it's like, was your worst decision not to pick up the scratcher? Like, what if you literally ordered something different one day and then you never met your wife because of it? Like, just something so small and inconsequential to like, at what point is the tipping point of changing your future to a point where you don't want it to go?
Yeah.
And that's where, like, I'm at the point, like, right now, like, so are there things that I wish I would have done differently? For sure. But do I want to be back at the exact same point I am currently? 1,000%. So it's like, so would I really want to change anything? The answer is no, because I got here. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I look at it. And it's like,
all right. Well, yeah, I guess I retract my answer.
No regrets.
Yeah, I'm going next level.
I don't want to spectate. I don't want to see what the fuck happens when I'm dead. I don't give a fuck. I'm dead. Why would you want to watch it? And I mean, restart. Like, if you were at a spot in your life where like you're like, all right, well, this ain't fucking great. Like, I guess a restart makes sense, but I'm just kind of. It would be like, and my other question, which you probably wouldn't get answered, because it's like asking a genie a question if you have the genie in front of you, but it's like, do I know what I left? Like, so if you were to hit restart, like, do you know everything where you were and then realize where you're getting to? Like, that would fucking be terrible. Like, if you could actually remember, like, oh, at 25 I was doing this and now I'm fucking doing this. This isn't fucking where I want to be. But all right. Once a day, you can say the following: pay me, and you can skip your entire workday and receive your wages without any issue. Feed me, your stomach is fully satiated and your body is fully hydrated without any discomfort. Refresh me, your body and mind instantly feel like they've received a full night's sleep. All soreness and aches and pains disappear for the day.
Refresh me.
I had a feeling. All right. Would you rather snort salt or pepper through your nose?
Pepper. I'll tell you why. I've done both. And
here's a lesson, kids.
Salt burns a lot more than pepper because it sticks in there and it dissolves into your mucus, where the pepper goes in and it burns for a second, but then it gets into the mucus and the mucus kills it. So then you just blow your nose and you're Gucci. The salt just hangs with you it's caked into your because it dissolves.
Yeah.
So
absorbed.
100% pepper, no doubt about it. Also, don't ever snort two things. I've never done cocaine, but I've snorted a lot of other stuff.
I
Cinnamon
heard cocaine's
Altoids.
not that bad.
Cinnamon Altoids.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yes.
And any pure powdered mineral that a lot of people use for deer. Very, very strong. Not meant to be snorted.
And for deer, you said?
We used to sell this product at the shop called deer cocaine, which was pretty much pure
isn't that pure salt, basically?
Yeah, powdered Colombian Bam Bam grade salt. And my nose and sinuses burned for a month because of it.
Okay, so don't snort salt ever. No.
Or crushed hot peppers.
Well, no shit. I mean, I feel like that's something that shouldn't need to be said.
I do these things to experiment for other people so I can tell them.
All right, would you rather have the neck of a giraffe or arms of a T-Rex?
Arms of a T-Rex.
He had wicked claws. I mean, that's something that is not talked about enough. He could murder something with those little arms. I mean, he may not be able to touch a dink, but he could still murder some shit with his arms.
Right. I'm going T-Rex.
And you think about somebody with short arms like AQ Shipley versus a long ass neck like Mike Glennon. I'd rather look like AQ than I would Mike Glennon.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Would you rather have your orgasms 10 times stronger or your sense of taste 10 times stronger?
My sense of taste.
Well, yeah, you don't have a sense of taste. That fucking was a fucking loaded question from the start. Idiot. All right. These last two, I'm very curious on your answers. Which of these wars would you rather fight in as a soldier? Civil War, World WW1, WW2, Korean, Vietnam.
Probably World War II. Just because I love the history of World War II. So to actually get to live it, I think would be the reason why. And plus just the nostalgia of my grandfather being in both my grandfathers being in World War II and stuff like that. It's something, but definitely WW2. Vietnam's a close second.
See, I was going to go Civil War. Only because I'm from the north. And we're far enough north where I wouldn't be fighting my neighbors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are truly fighting for the greater good of this country.
Yeah.
And to develop the country and to rid it of slavery and the oppression that was the South.
Yeah.
I think the Civil War would have been pretty dope to fight in. But
I agree.
it was also a pretty fucked up war.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about World War One. I feel like that is something that has really not been taught very much in school. I could tell you everything about World War Two. Well, not everything, but like I don't even really know what the fuck happened with World War One.
Yeah, they briefly touch on it and then they go right into World War Two, and
then they they can go into the why Hitler race came to power because of the oppression that Germany was susceptible to after the World War One.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, but why did World War One start? I don't even fucking know what happened.
Yeah,
I mean, that's my own ignorance. Hey, welcome to Maine, but. And I definitely don't want to be in Vietnam. We lost way too many people in Vietnam. Sort of the same reason I wouldn't want to be in World War II.
I mean, I don't really want to be in any war, but just like, and I shouldn't say it like this, but, and this just shows how like patriotic you and I are, is we didn't serve, but we feel so grateful for those that did.
Oh, for sure.
And for like the stuff that we're able to do because of the people that went before us. Where there's not enough people that
appreciate that sacrifice.
Appreciate that sacrifice. Especially like
in this
kids
country
now, in this country, and like kids nowadays, because like the past 20 years we've been fighting in two separate countries in the US, where like you and I both know people that have gone and some of them that have died. And I mean, kids now, like when we graduated high school, there was kids going in the military that we knew really well.
Yeah.
That very well may not come back.
Yeah.
And they knew that going into it. Now if you join the military, your possibility, unless like you're infantry, even if you're infantry at this point, your chances of going into like a conflict are
very low.
Very low.
Currently, today. They could get higher.
So it's just
All right. The last would you rather? Would you rather have a year paid vacation? So you can just not work for the year, you still get paid. Or tomorrow you get 3 years salary.
3 years salary tomorrow.
Me too. 1,000%. Just fucking give me money right now and I'll take my vacation as I can, and it is what it is. But if you told me tomorrow I make what I make in 3 years, yeah. Because then the stress of everything goes away.
Yeah.
Like money. Yeah. I would fucking take 3 years salary right now.
Absolutely. Those are good ones.
Those are two ones that I like. Yeah. You didn't get too dark on any of them either.
No, those are good.
It wasn't like, would you rather fuck your mother or your sister? Like, we're trying to keep it light and trying to keep it above board.
Yep.
All right. I have a question. This will be the last question I have. And it's only because I don't have any. How often do you talk to your siblings? Or your sibling? I know.
Well, fuck it. One of my sisters I haven't talked to face in over 10 years. I've talked to her on the phone once in 10 years. Probably longer now. My other sister I talked to probably, depending on what's going on, once a week, maybe twice a week.
And see,
but we also live 870 miles apart.
Right. And there's some other back history that we don't need to go into on this podcast about the other sister for the 10 years. Now, without that history, I just find it weird. Like, I'm going to call out my wife a little bit on this because it's her that drives me nuts. And it's just one of those things like I don't understand. And I flat out, like, I'm terrible at keeping up with people. Like, I will, if I'm not like constantly texting somebody or like even like Evan, who's like probably one of my best friends, he lives 3 doors down. Like, once he goes to work, like, I don't want to text him because I don't want the whole, like, I don't know. I get weird about texting people when they're at work, especially shipping, like, just because, like, I want you to be doing you. Like, I don't want you to be thinking about other stuff. And I hate sharing stuff with people that,
hey, look what I did while you were at work.
Exactly. Like, oh, hey, I'm chilling with, like, hey, we took your wife out fishing. Like, that sucks. Yeah. Like, I know he wants to be here with us fishing, but at the same time, like, I know he appreciates like that we're doing the stuff, but I'm like, well, I'd rather you hear that from her than me. Like, I don't know. I'm fucking weird about it. Like I barely talk to Chad when he's gone. I barely talk to my dad. Like, I'll text my dad every now and then, but like, I haven't talked to my dad other than he popped on here for fucking 10 minutes, you know, and we'll catch up like once or twice a week. Like, it depends on where he is and depends on what he's got going on. But it's like, you know, he knows he can call anytime and I'll talk, but I'm not like trying to bug him every night. Like, I don't need to talk to him nightly. But like,
I'm not that way with my parents now, with my mother. Like, we talk when we need to talk, and I see her once or twice a week. And I mean, maybe it's, but that's something like, that's always been the case with my family. Like, we're not a huge affectionate family.
No.
And like marrying into my wife's family, that was a culture shock.
Well, I mean, same. So my parents talk to my wife more than they talk to me. Yeah. Like, which is kind of fucked up. Yeah. Leah's like, Leah's always like, oh, well, your mom's doing this, and this. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I have no fucking idea. Like, well, whatever. Like, sounds good. Like, I'll call my mom once or twice a week, or once a week, maybe, or like we'll see her, you know, once or twice a week.
Yeah.
And we see her at least once or twice a week. Like, I may not always call her, but I don't know. Like, but my wife's relationship with her brother is just, and her stepsister, I don't get it. Like, I don't get being like, even just monthly, like a monthly check-in, be like, yo, what up? Like, how are you doing? How are the kids? Blah, blah, blah. No, non-existent.
Really?
And I'm just like, and there's never been like this, like, huge fallout or anything. Like, I mean, he lives in California, in San Francisco, so we know where that goes. But I don't know. Like, I feel like I would talk to my family like a brother more than that, or a sister more than that.
Yeah.
Especially where there was no like falling out. Or
I guess
like,
it's a situational basis, you know. Really just depends on the situation.
I agree, but and that's what I mean though, is like there was never like a huge falling out, like between them at least. Like, there's been some other shit like within the family, like the whole family, but it's like, oh, fuck it, I'm going scorch earth. So apparently now, another side of her family, they're doing a virtual baby shower because we're in the midst of a pandemic, obviously. But the entire family, including the person that is pregnant, went to the Sea Dogs game the other night and had pictures and everything, and they're all just chilling there. And, maskless, which I don't give a fuck. Don't wear a mask. I don't fucking care. But then don't tell me that we're not having a baby shower because pandemic.
Yeah.
Like,
was the baby shower ever going to be in person anyways?
No. They set up the baby shower months ago to be virtual. And whatever. It's in like 2 weeks. But it was going to be virtual and but not really virtual because they're not going to like Zoom it. But it's just like send gifts to the house and then write a message for well wishes and we'll read it to her or some shit. I don't fucking know. But
my personal opinion on that is.
But then all these motherfuckers are out at the fucking Sea Dogs game with 5,000 other fucking people sitting in the stands.
That just tells me that they didn't want to have a big party, but they still want gifts and shit.
I don't really think they're the type that like need anything. Like that's my problem with it. Is like I would rather just like come see you guys because we haven't seen you in fucking a year because of COVID and crazy ass shit. And the two of them have already had COVID and they got vaccinated. So it's like whatever. I fucking hate family. In-laws. It's fucking such a shit show.
Yeah, I lucked out.
Really?
For the most part. My in-laws are good.
My in-laws are good. It's the outside of the in-laws that are.
I mean, there's certain aspects like that I'm getting used to just because I've been baptized by fire into it, like the hugging thing and, the whole family gets together for everything. Like even growing up, I used to see my uncles. Well, I saw like one of my dad's brothers every week because we went to the same church.
Right.
So that was like probably the aspect of it. And then like when I was a kid, if my parents went away, I would go stay at their house. But their kids, my cousins they were fair, like I think they were 5 and 7 years older than me. So like it wasn't like we didn't have play dates and shit because we were around the same age,
Right. Well, and that's like one side of my family, like I'm the youngest by far of like the cousins because my mom's next brother or sister was like fucking 12 years.
Yeah.
So it's like all of my cousins are my parents' age, basically. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of fucked up. But then, like, I feel like COVID kind of messed some of the stuff up where, like, we're not seeing, like, my aunt and uncle used to come down way more, but we don't really. And then the other side, like, they've always been in Florida, which apparently now they're in Maine. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Family's a weird thing as you grow older.
It is. That's why I'm just keeping to myself.
Same thing.
Like I'll hang out with you, my wife.
This is one thing I did not take into account growing up before kids. Like, not growing up, but like in my adulthood before kids, that I really now understand much more and feel bad about those that I didn't like need to, but like going to the person that has kids' houses is so much easier for those people that have the kids than making them come like over.
Yeah.
Like even to the point of like going 4 houses down the road. Like it's just so much easier if we're all here.
Yeah.
Like I have everything I need my kids to be I don't have to worry about my kids getting into your shit. I don't have to worry about my kids being bored. Just fucking go play with something or go to your rooms. Like fucking whatever.
Yeah.
It's just one thing that I've like actually like thought about like quite a bit lately. Where it's like making people travel with kids, such an asshole move. Like, and it's it's not out of like, oh, I want to be an asshole, but it's just like,
yeah, I get it.
Keeping kids in their element is just way easier for every person involved.
Well, fella.
Are we still in the lead for medals?
No.
What? We're not?
I think Japan is.
Motherfucker. No. We're in the lead of totals. Japan is in the lead for golds.
Oh, okay.
We're kicking the shit out of everybody else.
How many do we have?
We have 31. 11 golds, 11 silvers, 9 bronzes.
All right.
That's pretty fucking good.
Good on you, US. Let's keep it up.
Yeah. Oh, who's winning golf right now? Have you watched any of the 3x3 basketball? That's just like street rules. Like, don't give a fuck. Foul the fuck out of somebody. It's awesome. Anyways, I love rowing. It's my favorite sport in the Summer Olympics. One of my favorite sports. But holy fuck, we're going at it for a long time. We're at a minute 40 or an hour 40 right now.
Eesh.
She's a long one. It's because we had to fit in all those would Hugh Rathers.
It was worth it.
It was very much worth it. And let's see. I'm sure I'll have some good stories with family in town. So, and good luck on them. Are we going to talk about it? Move? No.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, good luck on your upcoming move.
Yeah, we're hiring movers. I know that much.
Are you?
Yeah.
Good man.
We're all fucking old now. And who wants to move somebody?
I was waiting for the text to say like, "Hey, can you help me?"
There may be a few. Like, I may need help, a couple help, but I'm not super excited about this, but in the long run, it's going to be what's best.
Short-term sacrifices for long-term gains.
Yes. And it's going to be basically like 6 to 9 months. We won't have to pay $1,100 a month in rent. We'll be able to save up money.
That's 10 grand right there.
Yeah. So it should be worth it. I just hate change, and I just need to get over that fact.
How much longer is the commute?
It's like 10 minutes longer.
Not terrible.
It's not terrible, but still.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is 20 minutes a day.
Yep. But I still drive by all my favorite fishing spots for the most part. So,
hey, might have to spend a little bit more time there now.
Exactly. And I'm like, I know you had a bunch of stuff for me, but I ordered it anyways. I ordered that fly tying kit.
Did you?
Yeah. Just because it's going to come with a bunch of stuff for trout as well.
It does. And it comes with really good videos.
Yeah. So, I ordered that. They're setting up, they have a workbench in their basement that they're going to let me set all that stuff up on. So
nice.
I'll just be able to go down there and we can do lives and tie flies.
There we go. just simultaneously tie. I thought about tying while we were on live, and I was like, this would be a terrible idea.
Are you going live tying tonight?
Probably. I'm gonna go in, maybe have a little more snack, and then come back out.
I'll probably watch.
Fire up a little stove, and I might tie some more of those. I really like those ones I tied the other night. Like I really want to go fish them and try and catch a fucking goddamn striper on them now.
Yeah. If you need to get out of the house this weekend, just shoot me a text.
Well, I'm hoping at the very least to do like a guy strip on the boat.
Yeah.
With my cousin's husband and his kids, and then I'll take all the kids. I don't fucking care. Whatever. Put them all on the boat. They can't go anywhere. Whatever. Deal with it. But I dropped $200 at fucking KTP today without even fucking blinking an eye. I bought all kinds of shit. I got a net now. They had replacement nets, so I got a net for the boat.
I was just gonna ask you, can I still borrow that life jacket if you're gonna be running by the shop any day this week?
Yeah, I'll come over tomorrow with it.
All right.
Shoot me a text in the morning. Otherwise, I will forget. Do you want the lap belt one or do you want the over the shoulder one?
Over the shoulder one.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be easier.
I'll make sure.
I went out without one.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
So have you tried to swim since the hip?
No.
I mean, that might be a good spot to start. At least just like verify we can tread some water.
I'm pretty sure I can. I was able to tread water. Like I went swimming 2 years ago. And I was able to tread water.
I mean,
like I have no fear of like jumping into a pool because I'm just gonna come back up to the top. I don't sink.
True. I mean, humans don't sink. That is something that's pretty dope about us.
And I don't panic like when I come back to the top. Like I'm able to like get my wits about me. But like if I had
just
to
go full starfish and then just float.
Yeah, pretty much. And like I can like move, like I can like doggy paddle. Like if I had to swim for survival.
There's a lot of people in the world though that can't swim for survival. Like and that wouldn't be like something like
I think the biggest thing, like if I fell out of the boat, like if I fell out of your boat, one, I would have to be doing something very stupid for me to fall out of your boat.
Yeah.
Like most likely we wouldn't be underway because
you're probably trying to be peeing and then we get hit by a rogue wave.
Yeah.
Which we don't fish anywhere that there's rogue waves. So
yeah. So like I'm not super worried about that. And
I got a ladder on the boat now anyways. You can climb right up.
So
I dove in on Monday. Everyone else on the boat, so I went out with it was the wife and me and Alia. We all went out fishing on Monday. Just a quick trip because we had to get back in for the kids. And it was like they were like, "Oh, I'm just gonna slowly climb down the ladder and get in." I was like, "No, you never get in the ocean easily. If you walk in, you're gonna be miserable. If you try and climb down the ladder, it's going to feel really fucking cold because guess what? It's 64 degrees still. It's fucking cold when the air temperature is 90. You just gotta, I literally, I just took off my sun shirt, left my sunglasses on the fucking console and just dove in. That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
Just fucking rip the Band-Aid, fucking send it. They both climb down in. They're like, "Oh my God, it's so cold." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you don't realize how cold it is once you jump in."
That's how I get into a pool. I just jump.
Yeah.
Walking and getting in the kayak, and then I walked right in, up to my knees, and it was like bath water.
Yeah. Dude, we were at Knight's Pond today, and it was like the water temperature is like 75 or warmer. It may be 80.
But when I would fly fishing last Saturday out of the kayak, there was shit feeding off the top. There was bugs hatching. I don't necessarily know what they were. I mean, I'm sure there was some mosquitoes, but there was like some mayfly looking things taken off.
Yeah.
So I tied on a dry fly, like I think it was a blue dun, which kind of looks like a mayfly anyways. Threw that around. But
there you go.
We'll see. But I want Mandy to try it, and I know she won't go on it without a life vest.
All right, I'll bring one over tomorrow. I'll put it on my fucking list of things to do.
I figured you probably need something for the chickens anyway, so.
Yeah, we're just killing them all.
Well, folks, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
We will be back next Wednesday.
Yes. And I'm sure I'll see you later on your live, if you go live.
Most likely. Probably in about 20 minutes.
Peace.